passing 1,400, and the number of those missing, more than 68,000. How do you even wrap your head around that? Here with us now is Graybull Rescue Chairman and founder Bryan Stern. His organization assists with rescues following major disasters and all in active crisis zones as well. Bryan, thank you very much for joining us today. Tell us where you are. Your team has boots on the ground in Venezuela, as I understand. Tell us what you're seeing. It looks like you're on the move.
Yeah, we're in a car. We're setting conditions for an operation at the moment. I just want to go back to what you introduced. You said that there was only that there were two big earthquakes. There's actually been over 100 aftershocks, and the aftershocks are actually just as bad as the main event because a collapsed building that's also shaking has a bigger effect. So it's just an important moment of clarity. In Venezuela, things are complicated. I think we're going to be pivoting from search and rescue to search and recovery here any moment, and which is really sad. It's very hot. This is the Caribbean. It's South America. So, it's hot. There's air purity problems. There's hazardous material problems. There's, of course, the collapse and people injured problems, and the survival probabilities decrease exponentially, literally hour by hour.
Right. And I appreciate you jumping on with us to just show the urgency here. You are literally in a car on the move. And thank you for chiming in on the aftershocks. Listen, I'm from California, so I know that aftershocks are equally as devastating, and it is very important to note. So thank you very much for that clarification. And as I mentioned, I mean, maybe you have a different number for us, but we're hearing that nearly 70,000 people are still missing. So I don't even know how you approach it, but walk us through how rescue teams go in on such a large scale. I guess it's really just brick by brick.
This is how it is. This is the problem with earthquake and confined rescue and urban search and rescue in a collapsed building. You need to go brick by brick, piece by piece, because the structural integrity is zero. That's the buildings are on the ground. So it's Jenga, it's pickup sticks. So if you make one mistake, that can be catastrophic. As far as the number of missing people goes, we have no idea. I'm not Venezuelan, but what I can tell you is we keep getting reports of whole families wiped out, not even being able to report that people are missing. So I don't know if the numbers will be bigger or not. I remember when 9/11 happened, the original numbers that we were hearing on the ground at ground zero, I was a first responder there as well, 50,000, 60,000, 70,000. And thank God it was just under 3,000. So I think caution must be used with any of these stats because it's still very early to know, to have any fidelity.
Absolutely. That's a very good point as well. Listen, Secretary Rubio says the U.S. is deploying search and rescue teams in addition to what you're doing and including that. What have you seen in terms of the U.S. response? You're there. Walk us through what you're seeing. Everybody coming in, the cavalry coming in. Have you been working with other U.S. groups where you are?
Yeah, we try and stay out of the way of others. That's kind of Graybull Rescue's kind of, it's where we fit. We kind of do our own thing. So, we're, the name of the game is not be duplicative. There's lots and lots and lots of resources coming in from lots of other countries also, not just America. What's interesting is just 2 weeks ago, the U.S. military was doing drone strikes in Venezuela, taking out leadership of Trinidad and Agua, and now that same military is bringing in pallets of water and aid and search and rescue teams and the rest. So it's kind of interesting from a geopolitical perspective. The first responders that are on the ground in Venezuela are amazing. They're the best in the world. The American USAR teams are absolutely awesome. We have two dudes from Tampa Fire Rescue with us here with us, embedded with us, that are rock stars. We're good at this. The U.S. has a lot of resources, and Venezuela needs a lot of resources. The catch is it all costs money. We're donor funded, as you know. GraybullRescue.org is our website. You can help us out. We're extracting Americans that are stuck here. It is a mess, and this is going to be a decade-long problem or longer.
Right. It's not going to happen overnight, that's for sure. NewsNation also spoke with an American citizen who survived the quake, and she says that residents are trying to pull together as well to help each other out. That's all they can do. Listen to this.
It's been getting big hauls from the grocery stores and taking them directly to The places that we're seeing families out on the street, that their homes are no longer livable because they've got no power. Obviously, all the gas is turned off for safety reasons. So we're trying to take non-perishable items so that they can have at least a little bit of food to last a couple of days.
You know, listen, we've covered earthquakes for many years, and every time we do it, we talk about how people are afraid to go back into any type of standing structure for those fears of the aftershocks that you mentioned. And when it comes to food supply, power issues, and more, you know, what comes next when addressing a crisis like this? Because I imagine that we're going to be seeing tent cities. People have to figure out where they're going to lay their head at night.
Yeah, what will happen now is we're going to pivot from search and rescue into search and recovery, which is sad. So that means that that all hope is lost for anybody who's buried. There'll be a moment of sadness and grieving and all that stuff, and then people have to figure out what to do next. And that's the big question. Tent cities for sure, lots of displaced people. There are already a lot of displaced Venezuelans because of just geopolitical conflict and cartel violence. So there's all Venezuela is not Sweden. It's a complicated place. In your last segment, we were talking about Iran and those issues. Largest concentration of Hezbollah outside of Lebanon is right here in Venezuela. So, Venezuela is a very complicated place. And when these things happen in a complicated place, some, bad things can happen. Civil disobedience can happen. Rioting can happen. People start shooting each other over a roll of toilet paper.
Right.
So hopefully that doesn't happen on the ground in Venezuela. And hopefully everyone kind of bands together, which is what should happen because everyone's in this thing together.
Right. Well, you bring up some really excellent points. Listen, head on a swivel. Bryan Stern, Gray Bull Rescue, and the founder, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for taking us with you on the move with your team. We see them there. Our appreciation to all of you. Thank you so much for joining us today on NewsNation.
Thanks. GrayBullRescue.org. Please donate. We need the help.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Also, we're watching this in Utah. 3 firefighters